welcome back to Non-Stop Wrestling Smackdown, episode 12, part 3. And my name is Beautiful Steve Easton, and let's see, we are backstage with our GM, Tim Jones. He's right, we are going to see who is the number one contender in the next match. But next week, Connor Rhodes and Chuck Taylor can pick their own partners. Well, there you go, in a tag match. Well, there you go, that should be very interesting to see who they pick. And also, Dustin Healy, face Mundo. Yep, we get to know that one. And Mundo will tell us who his partner will pick. Well, all news that we'll be looking forward to in next week's SmackDown. Next up, though, it is the number one contendership match for the Non-Stop Wrestling Championship. It's over the top rope. It is Sami Zayn, Matt Walker, Kevin Nash, Ryback, Joe Hennin, and Adrian Phoenix. All winners last week. We now get to face off in a battle royal. No introductions. All men are in the ring waiting for us. Let's get to the match right now. So here we go. This match will determine who will become the new number one contender for Dustin and Healy. Well, we see Dustin Healy at the moment, but it could be Mundo's next week. Non-Stop Wrestling Championship. Joe Hennig going after anyone that moves at the minute. Adrian Phoenix going after the lodger, Kevin Nash. Remember, it's over the top rope, so if your feet touch the floor, both feet touch the floor, you're out. I see another preview to the Royal Rumble coming up in, well, it's about 17 days from now, live on our Twitch TV channel. Sami Zayn going high risk, taking over Matt Walker, and Joe Hennig on the suplex on Ryback. Really, for this kind of match, you need to keep your back against the ropes and make sure you don't get attacked from either side, because you can get attacked from either side, especially with 6 men in the ring. Walker nearly went out there. Ryback nearly went out. Joe Hennig looked to have him, but he hung on as well. No eliminations yet. 6 men all remain in this match. Remember, all these men were tag team partners, winners last week, and then the two, obviously the tag team that won, went into this kind of match. Last week, Ryback, Sami Zayn, Matt Walker, and Kevin Nash, who are and it's Adrian Phoenix and Joe Hennig. They were the teams that won last week. Matt Walker nearly had Sami Zayn out, and Adrian Phoenix nearly had Kevin Nash out. So NWO, some mixed fortunes there at the moment. Nobody still to be eliminated yet. Joe Hennig working on Ryback. Ryback, the hardcore champion, remember. Who's going to be the first man out? Nash working on Adrian Phoenix on your left hand side. Ryback looks to be injured already, and looks like he could do some damage to his leg there. And Adrian Phoenix hangs on. Nash looks to have done some damage to his leg as well. Nash, though, using his leg to push Adrian Phoenix out. And Adrian Phoenix is your first man eliminated tonight. And we're now down to 5. Joe Hennig, look at the strength of Joe Hennig lifting Ryback for the suplex. Matt Walker has not left Sami Zayn alone all match. Ryback going back on Joe Hennig. Another Hurricane Rana by Sami Zayn, taking Matt Walker over. And Adrian Phoenix, the only man eliminated so far. Nash with a boot over, and Joe Hennig is gone. Joe Hennig gone, eliminated by Kevin Nash. We're down to 4, and 2 members of the NWO remain. So really, the tag team that won last week, Joe Hennig and Adrian Phoenix, are the first 2 out. So here we go, Nash with Ryback. Sami Zayn trying to get Matt Walker out. I think that leg is really bothering Kevin Nash. And he's working on Ryback. Can he get Ryback out? Can we have an elimination here? Throws him over the top rope, and Ryback is out, and it is the 2 NWO members versus Sami Zayn now. This is going to be very interesting. Nash going over to Matt Walker. Look at this. No teamwork there, and Nash going really just to eliminate everyone here. Sami Zayn up on the top. Can Nash get him out? Nash has been relentless so far. Throws Sami Zayn over the top rope. It is NWO. We're going to remember the NWO face Dustin Healy. Is it going to be Nash, or is it going to be Matt Walker? And they are fighting each other here. And one of these two men will now become the new non-stop wrestling #1 contender. Nash has been dominant. He's eliminated everyone. If he can just eliminate his Matt Walker, that is it. He's run through all 5 men. Dustin Healy. I wonder who Dustin Healy would like to face in this one. The veteran of Nash, or Matt Walker, who has shown. Oh, look at this. Nash picks Walker up, just dumps him over the top rope. Kevin Nash is your new #1 contender. What a performance from Kevin Nash. And he, well, deserves to be the #1 contender after that. The way he's just limiting Matt Walker, throws him over the top. And Kevin Nash went through all the other 5 men in this match and will now get to fight, well, whoever the non-stop wrestling champion is at the Royal Rumble. And I'm sure he'll be watching the match next week with a lot of eyes on the Mundo and Dustin Healy and the NWO. And we'll be watching with, well, intrigue now as the leader, Kevin Nash, is your new #1 contender. Congratulations to him. Kevin Nash, your winner. And we're going to hear from Kevin Nash. Kevin Nash saying 17 days until the Royal Rumble and the NWO have a chance to get the title. And the title is coming over to Big Sexy. Well, there you go. And he says that both men better be watching their backs for next week, because the NWO will be lurking. Well, a warning there for both Dustin Healy and the Mundo. But now it's time for the main event of Smackdown episode 12. It is Awesome Truth versus our non-stop wrestling champion Dustin Healy and Sheamus, the Irish Warrior. And here is Awesome Truth. RTruth came into non-stop wrestling a few weeks ago, and this is his official debut tonight as he teams up with The Miz, and these two have promised to cause havoc here in non-stop wrestling Smackdown. And really, it'll just have to be seen what these two do get up to. Or is it full of promise, or is it full of hot air? But you've got to remember, Miz, former world champion, does not mess about at all. And well, we're in for a tough time tonight. Non-stop wrestling champion Dustin Healy and Sheamus. But what can be said about this team? The Miz, former world champion, and RTruth, well, we all know about him from other organisations. And these two have tag teamed before, so this will be no stranger for this match tonight. But Dustin Healy likes to defy the odds, and he did that cashing in Money in the Bank at SummerSlam against the Mundo. And tonight he is teaming up with the newcomer Sheamus. But Dustin Healy must have a lot on his mind, knowing he's got to face the Mundo in the rematch next week for the title, and also Kevin Nash, and is the new #1 contender. He has already said that Mundo and Dustin Healy got to watch their backs next week. So WWE and NWO are going to get involved. We will find out. As here comes the Irish Warrior, Sheamus, newly signed to the Smackdown brand, and well, what a joy it is to have him here. And he is going to team up with Dustin Healy tonight. What the acquisition for Smackdown is Sheamus, another powerful man to join the roster here. And well, what a first match he's going to have. He's going to team up with the non-stop wrestling champion Dustin Healy to take on The Miz and RTruth. That is your main event tonight, ladies and gentlemen. It is Sheamus, Dustin Healy teaming up against RTruth and The Miz. So here we go. Miz and Dustin Healy starting it off Miz was a part of the ladder match last week, remember? That if you won, got a tag team title shot, was unsuccessful. RTruth was warned not to come down to ringside or they would automatically be disqualified in the match. But tonight, they are here in the main event and taking it to our champion straight away here. Miz going for a quick cover, doesn't get a one, referee out of position. We have heard rumours backstage that RTruth and The Miz have just been causing havoc, saying that they should be in the main event every week and they will soon be champions here in non-stop wrestling. Well, that will really have to be seen in the next coming weeks. But a win here against Dustin Healy and Sheamus tonight, well, surely The Miz and RTruth will skyrocket up to chances for titles in the near future. Miz in control against Dustin Healy early on. Dustin Healy not really able to catch back. There he is. Now he can get his chance to get some offense in. This is it. The crowd wanting Sheamus in as action goes to the floor. Sheamus reversed, went for a kick and then bulldog down. Miz not having any of that early on. Oh, and Dustin Healy hit Sheamus. I think accidentally went for Miz and then hit Sheamus by mistake there. Really, Miz and RTruth have the advantage early on here. Miz went for a dropkick, which RTruth sort of moved Dustin Healy out the way of, and then rams him into the post. Referee out up to a count of 6 here. Sheamus helping Dustin Healy because I thought Healy was going to get counted out for a minute there. Miz up, back in for a bulldog again. Again, Miz being in such control here in our main event. And then Healy comes back with a neck break of his own. Sheamus out of position, so he can't get a tag here. Miz taking Dustin Healy over, going for the submission. Could this be all here? No, Dustin Healy fighting out. Come back to strikes of his own. And now he's going to tag in. No, he's not. What was he going to do? I think he looked for where Sheamus was. Sheamus still coming round the ring after his confrontation with RTruth. And Miz now back in control. We'll be right back. Smackdown continues. Stay with us. And we are here in the main event. Sheamus is in the ring with RTruth. As well, through the break, it has went back and forth between these two teams. What a main event we've had here on Smackdown. Sheamus' debut, as well as, well, you could say this is RTruth's debut, despite he first appeared a couple of weeks back. This is his in-ring debut. Sheamus taking none of it off the Miz though, and then hits RTruth down. Back and forth. RTruth hits the big boot, really trying to mock Sheamus. Sheamus in the bro kick and RTruth going for it himself. Sheamus having none of that. Going over to tag Dustin Healy back, and you think, yes, he is our non-stop wrestling champion. Told of the match, taking it on both sides here though. And a big Russian leg sweep by RTruth on Dustin Healy. Now, can RTruth put him away here? Sets him up. Oh, sort of a jawbreaker. Takes him down into the cover, hooks the leg. Is that enough? No, just a one. Good move. RTruth trying to be in control, but he's reversed into the corner. Healy now, what's he going to do here? Jumps off. Hurricane Rana. Yes, it is. Goes back. Is he going to tag Sheamus back in? Yes, he is. Irish Warrior Sheamus back in. RTruth knocking Dustin Healy off the apron though. Is that going to cost him? Sheamus, Russian leg sweep of his own. Drags RTruth away from the ropes. Is he going to get a cover here? Into the cover, hooks the leg. Just a one though. And RTruth kicks out. RTruth, look at this. Little Jimmy out of nowhere. That could be enough to put Sheamus away. What a big upset this would be. And it is. And RTruth and The Miz have picked up the win over the non-stop wrestling champion Dustin Healy and Sheamus. What a win for Awesome Truth tonight. Out of nowhere, RTruth hits Little Jimmy and it is over. And, well, I am shocked here. What a night it has been on Smackdown. Shots are all over the place. And Awesome Truth have won your main event. Yeah, on Smackdown. Well, what can top this? Well, make sure you're watching our next program, which is NXT. And wait, oh, this is not over yet. What are they doing? Dustin Healy trying to see if Sheamus is right. Miz from behind. It's a chair shot. And look at this. Awesome Truth taking out Sheamus and Dustin Healy. What a way to end SmackDown this evening. That is the end of Non-Stop Wrestling SmackDown for this evening. Make sure you join us for NXT on Sunday. Beautiful Davison signing out. Please like, subscribe, tell us what you think. Until NXT on Saturday night, it's a very good evening to you.